Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So today we are going to talk about the Python data type. So this is the third session in the Python. So before that, I already explained about how to set up what is that? How to set up this, PyCharm, and I explained about the project structures, how to set the dependency, and also I mentioned about what is that, how to create the project, everything. Okay, so in this session, I'm going to talk about the Python data type. Okay, first of all, what do you mean by data type? Data type, it's you already knowing this one. Data type, what do you mean by data type? But still, I'm just explaining about that. Data type, data type means, what do you mean by data? Actually, it's a kind of welcome, for example, welcome. Okay, t, for example, 1, 1.2. What is this actually? This is some kind of collection of characters. This is nothing but it's a character. This is nothing but it's a number. This is nothing but it's a some kind of decimal point. It means some kind of floating numbers, right? Fine. Now this is the data. So this data, what is the type of this data? This is one data. What is the type of this data? That is nothing but it's a string. Okay, this is nothing but this is a character. But here is, there is no in Python, there is no character type. All as considered as a string only. Okay, here is, it's a kind of integer. This is nothing but it's a float. Okay, now let's go to the theoretical type. Python is dynamically typed. What do you mean by dynamically typed? Actually, okay, if we go to Java, okay, if we want to denote any kind of data, means what you have to do in Java, okay, you have to put it like, integer a something, you have to put it, right? Integer a. Then only you can put it like, a is equal to 1. This is the way you have to put it, right? Why? First of all, you have to mention this. What is a variable? The variable is a, and a is holding to 1. It means this a variable is nothing but it's an integer variable. This is strictly typed or strongly typed in Java. But here is what will happen means, in Python, no need to put it as this kind of integer or something. Directly you can put a is equal to 1. Strongly typed. Then what about here? Actually, for example, in Java, you want to mention that float means float. Okay, b is equal to 1.1 f something, I mentioned that. This is the way you have to mention it in Java. But here is, you can directly mention b is equal to 1.1. You will get the feel, plus then how it will be understanding what type of data it is. What type of data it is? It's a float data. Okay, fine. Then how the Python will understand? That is what? Dynamically typed. Dynamically typed. It means Python will understand the type of data automatically, dynamically. So again, the benefit is the variables declared anywhere and their type is determined at the runtime by the Python interpreter. You can declare it anywhere. Okay, and again you'll feel that, first of all, what do you mean by variable? That is another question, right? What do you mean by variable? You already know that, but still I'm explaining. Variable is nothing but it's a placeholder. Okay, you'll feel that. What do you mean by placeholder? Very simple, bus. Actually, there is a rice. Okay, rice, sambar. Assume that. Okay, rice, sambar. What will happen? This is nothing but a data. Rice is one data. This is sambar is one data. But I need to keep it in some places, right? That is nothing but what is that? Plate, right? I can this plate. This plate is nothing but what is this? It's a variable placeholder. What do you mean by placeholder? This is a place. It is going to hold the rice. That is nothing but rice placeholder. Okay, that's another name for plate is placeholder. We can call it as a placeholder as well. Right? Whatever the things, whatever the value which is holding. Okay, suppose for example, you are carrying the apple means apple where you are going to keep it. You are always going to keep the apples in bag. So bag is nothing. Bag you are going to keep it apples. So the bag is nothing. It's a placeholder, or we can call it as variable. Getting? You'll feel that what type of variable it is. It's a string variable. Why? Because the apples is present. Getting or getting? So this is a way we can define the variable. Again, you'll feel that in Python is how many type of variable we have. There are so many variable. One is global variable. Another one is what is this? Class level variable. Another one is instance variable. Another one is what is that? Local variable. Okay, so there are four different type of variable. I am going to explain this four different type of variable in the separate video. Okay, time being, okay, I'm just holding this. Okay, I'm going to explain in a different video in separate section. This is a little bit you need to understand very thoroughly. Okay, so hold your thought in this particular one. First of all, variable name. I simply mentioned, right? This is a variable I mentioned. Plate is equal to variable. That's fine. Rice is a value. That's fine. But the name is, what is the name we need to keep it actually? There is some kind of standard, right? Very simple, okay? For example, we are keeping some name to new child, right? What they will do? Okay, will they put like 1, 2, 3 for the child? No, they won't put the name for 1, 2, 3 for the child, right? Why they won't put the 1, 2, 3 for the child? They won't put it because some kind of standard is there. If it is a male child, they will keep some name based on sometimes they will keep the god name. Sometimes some modern people they will look for the Google and they will look for the religious, cultural, language name also they will put it, right? So male, they will make sure this the male gender perspective they will put the name. That's a standard. Similarly, the variable name here is also there has standard. Hey boss, whenever you are putting the naming for any variable, you have to follow some kind of practice. What is the practice? Your name must start with the letter or an underscore. For example, here is letter is there. Can I put underscore also? Yes. Python is permitting. And this variable should contain the letters. This is the letters. It can contain the numbers as well. Plate 1, you can no problem. You can put it plate 1. And also you can, if you want, you can put the again underscore as well. Getting? So this is one variable. Can I put like this one also like what is that? Can I put one more also? Can I put like avial? Yeah, obviously. I can put another variable, avial something. Right? You can put another variable like something like some rasam something. Yeah, why not? You can put. So the naming standard is like this. This is way you have to follow that. Again, but you'll feel that. Can this one and this one is the same? This one and this one is the same. Looks like okay, it's the same, but think about that. It's a case sensitive. What do you mean case sensitive? This is a lower case. This is the upper case. What is that? It's a lower case, upper case. Meaning, so this is different. That's what they are saying. Python variables are case sensitive. What do you mean by case? Case means in layman level we can call it as like capital letter, small letter, something, right? It means uppercase, lowercase. This is a lowercase. This is uppercase. Right? It's a case sensitive. So we need to be very much careful. This is different. This is different. This is a different plate. This is a different plate variable. Okay. Hopefully, you understand about this particular variable naming standard. Okay. Now, let's go to the data type. In Pythoners, there is some kind of built-in data type. What do you mean by built-in? Built-in means the people who invented by Python, they already defined that this is what our data type. Okay, that is a built-in data type. What are the built-in data type we have? Why we need this one? Because to represent your data. So that's what built-in data type. These are all the basic data type provided by the language to represent the different kinds of data. These are ready to use without importing any module. You will feel that, bus. What do you mean by module? Yeah, that is a very big one. Okay, module is nothing but, okay, there is a different stuff. Okay, module, library, okay, Python file. First of all, library is a very big stuff. Python library, if you go to the Python, if you think about the Python library, I want to, do some kind of artificial intelligence stuff. I want to work on the, machine level learning. I want to work on the gaming, using the Python. There are different libraries are available. That is pandas. I want to work on the mathematics stuff. You can use, pandas, right? I want to work on the, something ML stuff. You can use Streamlit. There are so many different libraries. So library is a very big stuff. Within the library, what we have, there are some collection of modules. Modules. In that module only, they had defined, they put that programming. What is that, what kind of programming they implemented, everything. They will put it module wise. What do you mean by module? Module is nothing but it's a collection of Python file. Okay, you will feel that a similar way somewhere I heard it. Yes, in Java also similar way, right? What in by project? Project is nothing but in Java. What in by what in by Java? In Java, project is nothing but a collection of packages. Agree? Package is nothing but a collection of classes. Class is nothing but same stuff, right? What is that? Data member and member method. Same here also. Data member and methods. Collection of classes, abstract classes, right? Interfaces. Same story here also. So here is what they will do. We will call it as a jar or var or yeah in Java, right? This is Java, right? In Java, right? This is the way. Similarly, here is what they are doing. They are using a library, lib library, Python. Okay, library, collection of modules. Module here is packages. Can I call it as package as well? Why not? You can call it as a package as well. You'll feel the bus. You here is you mentioned the collection of classes. Same file means again the classes only. Can I use abstract classes? Why not? You can use abstract classes. Can I use interfaces? No. In Python, interfaces, there is no interface concepts. There is no interface concepts. What about the data member concept? Yes, same stuff. Data member and member methods, you can have it. Similar, right? Python and Java is a similar concept, right? Yes, that's what I said. If you know Java, you can easily learn Python because Python is very easy. I'll compare it to the Java and C Sharp. Same story for C Sharp as well. Okay, this is the same story in C Sharp as well. I don't want to confuse with the C Sharp right now. Sorry. Okay, Dean. Now tell me. You assume that actually Sabine is defined, developed some kind of module. Okay, I want to use his module. What I have to do? I have to get that module. I have to import it into my module so that I can use it. Agree? That's what here is they are saying. Okay, but this type of data type is no need to import it. Without importing any module, you can use this one because it's default available. That's what they say. But Sabine defined something. I want to use it means I have to import it. But here is no need to import it. It's a built-in, already default available in the Python. That's what they are saying. Okay. Again, one more is everything in Python are objects only. Everything is an object. Remember that. Same thing in Java as well. Okay, fine. For example, you feel that, boss, I want to, define the, what is that, numeric data types. How to put it in Python? If you want to, what is that, define mean directly, you can put it like, whatever that. If you want to put it like in a numeric data type, means what you will do? You will put in Python, A is equal to 1.1, B is equal to 1.2, C is equal to, you can put like, you can put like easily. This is a Python, simple declaration. But what is the data type? That will be taken care by Python. Don't worry about that. Do we need to put like integer is equal to? No. So this is the dynamically typed. Okay, fine. Now, these are all the numeric types. In numeric type is how many data types supported by Python? Integer, float, complex. What about this? If I want to put this any kind of text means Python is supporting the string. Okay, but what about the character? I told, right? There is no character type. All are is a string only. What about the sequence one? You'll feel there. What do you mean by sequence? That is another stuff, right? If you already know about Java, okay, anyway, I'm going to explain it in the separate sections. In Java, there is a concept called as collections, right? Hopefully, everyone is aware about the collections. Like, they will be using like, list, set. In Java, I'm talking, okay? Map, right? Similarly, this is Java, right? Similarly, in Python also, they are using list. One more new concept is tuple. Okay. Okay. And another one is range. Range is a kind of, sequence type only. Okay. Sequence means, for example, bus 1 to 10. I want to generate the number 1 to 10. You can use this range data type. Directly it will generate the range 1 to 10. Very easy, right? Okay, you'll feel that, bus, you're explaining only in the theory. Don't worry about it. Each and every step I'm going to explain the PyCharm as well. Okay, don't worry about that. Another one is mapping. Mapping means it's in Python, as I told, right? Map. Here is what they are doing. They are not using the map. There is a concept called as dictionary. Instead of map, they are using the called this concept as dictionary. You will feel that, bus, Java also dictionary is there? Yes. In Java, dictionary is there, but it was obsolete very long back. But in Python is dictionary, still they are using this. Again, they are using multiple sets like, frozen sets. These are all the data type also they are using. Boolean also they are using this. Okay. And one more is, what is that? None type. What do you mean by none type? In Java, if you don't want to put it like, any value, something, for example, I don't want to put any value. So string s is equal to null. You will be putting in Java, right? But in Python, okay, this is Java. But in Python is what you have to do. S is equal to none. In this manner, you have to put it. Okay, you'll feel that, but this syntax in Java, this syntax in Python, yes, it's very easy, right? Very easy. No need to put any kind of semicolon something. Okay. Again, I'm just starting only the basic only. Whenever I go to the PyCharm editor, then you will come to know all the stuff. Time being, be patient and understand that. These are all. This is called as none type. That is also one of the data type. Let's go for one example. Okay, what is this? Name is equal to John. What is this? A string data type. Age is equal to 30. What is the integer data type? Height is equal to 5.9. Float data type. Is student is equal to false. What is this? Boolean data type. Why they are putting this underscore? It's permitted, right? It's permitted. That's what variable name is. Underscore is permitted. Getting? Now, grade is equal to square bracket. This is nothing but it's a list example. I will explain. I will detailed explanation in the list. List is more important. Okay. I'll explain in the coming session. Time being, hold your thought. What about this one? It's a dictionary. Okay, what is this? Dictionary is nothing but it's a collection of key and value pair. Okay, that is also I will be explaining later. This is a none type. I mentioned, right? Range. Range means range of values. This is a range data type. This is complex data type. You'll feel that what is this complex? We must be studied in the mathematics, right? Complex numbers, right? This is one of the core topic. What is that in Python? Very, very important one. Okay, artificial intelligence, these guys, they are, using this kind of data type rigorously. So this is more important. Okay, but we can explain about later. Don't worry about that. This is the example for the data type. Suppose, for example, you want to know that, right? Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, what is that? PyCharm. Okay, this is a one, right? This is I already created a earlier project. What do you have to do? Just to go there. This is a project I already created. Okay, if you don't know how to create the project, everything in this video, in this two video, I just explained about that. How to create the project, everything. We just go through that. Okay, here is what I'm going to do. This is my module. T2C is my module. I'm going here. Go to the new, go to the Python file. Okay, I'm going to put some any file name. Okay, it's a kind of data type something. I'm going to put data type. What is the file name? Python file. So you will get like this. Okay, in Java, what you will do? You will go and create the class file and you have to put it here, right? Here is not like that actually. No need to put it any kind of In Java, what you will do generally? You have to go to the class, okay, and whatever the file name, what is the file name, you put it like data type, right? Data type, and you have to put the opening curly brace. Then what you have to do, you have to put like what is that, integer a is equal to 5, sorry, example 4, float b is equal to 1.2, right? This is the way you have to put it in Java, right? But here is not like that actually. In this way also you can put it in Python, or directly you can type it. What is that directly? A is equal to 4. B is equal to, what is that? Whatever the value, 1.2. But you didn't put any semicolon, you didn't put any data type. Yes, that's the thing. And in Java, if you want to print it, mean what you will do? System dot out println. What is that? You will put a, right? This is why you will put it in Java. But here is what you have to do. Very, very simple. From this, you take only the print. Okay, print. What is that? You are going to print A. But what about semicolon? No need. What about print B? How to run it? Go and run it here. See that? Very simple, right? What about Java? Java is very, very complex. Why? You have to put it in the constructor or any method, then that method you have to create the object, then you have to call it. Oh God. It's a kind of, what is that? Little tricky stuff in Java, right? It is very easy, right? Python is very easy, right? Right? So very, very simple. Similar way, suppose for example, I'm going to simply copy and paste it. For example, the same stuff. Simply I'm going to copy and paste it here. See that? If I want to print a name, only you have to print the name. That's all. Right? Print age. Right? Print height. Right? Print is student. See that? I'm just running, okay? If you see this, you get everything. John, 30, this one. See that? False. Okay? Print. Grades. Getting or getting. So this is a very, very basic variable declaration and the data type. You will feel that actually. Next one is what is the data type of this one? Or I want to convert from one data type to another data type. If I want to convert, for example, this is a one, right? Age is 30. I want to convert into string. How to do that? How will you do in Java? You will do the casting, right? First of all, what do you mean by casting? Casting means what actually? That is important topic, right? What do you mean by casting? Maybe they may ask in interview as well. If you are a freshers, they may ask this. Convert one data type to another. Okay, one data type to another. You'll feel that another data type. What in the one data type another? Very, very simple. Okay, assume that. Okay, you have one gold biscuits. Okay, gold biscuit. Okay, gold biscuit you have. Something, assume that something like 10, 100 gram gold biscuit. Okay, 100 gram gold biscuit you have. But you are looking for some kind of what is that chain? Go, something like you want to, or some you want the ring. Okay, you are looking for the ring. From the gold biscuit to ring, how can you make it actually? So you should go to the respective, who is that chain maker, right? You have to give the gold biscuit. That guy, what they will do, they will melt this gold biscuit and they will convert it, they will design the ring. So this process is called as a casting or making. So from gold biscuit to ring, this is called casting or conversion process. Similarly, technical is I have the number is something like 30. I want to convert into string. It means string 30. That is nothing but casting. How to do that? How the process is can do that? That is what here is they are saying this str of str. What is this str actually? For example, age, right? We are saying this str of age. I'm going to assign something like str age. Okay, print str age. See that my values are converted into this is this integer. This is the string. You will feel that. Bas, you said you converted into string, but it is only, it is physically it is showing this 30 30 only. How it is converted from number to, integer string, how it is converted. If you want to verify it means, you can verify that type of data. There is a concept called this. For example, okay, I'm putting here, okay, print, okay, type of strh, okay, similar one, print age, okay. I'm going to add, okay, age type. Oh, sorry. Sorry. See that? Now, see that line number 13 is, it is printing the age. What is the age? It's a 30. After that, immediately type of age. What is the type of age? Class integer. Why? This 30 is nothing but integer data type. But same thing, it is printing the 30. It is saying this str. How? Because what is this? This stuff is changed, converted. This number is converted into string, casting. Now, if you print this type means, what is that? It is saying this. What is that? String. That is nothing but casting. What is this? Casting. So before I proceeded actually, so Sabine, are you able to hear me? Sabine, are you there? Are you able to hear me? Are you able to understand? Sabine, are you there? Are you there? Are you able to understand? I could see that two more participants actually. Are you able to hear me? Hear us? Okay. Anyway, it's fine. So this process we are calling as a typecasting. Okay, here is what I did. I just converted into string. Here is I just converted the string to integer. Here is I just converted string to float. Here is I just converted string to list. Getting? So here is I converted the integer to string. This is a typecasting. The term is calling as a typecasting. If you want to check that, what is a variable type right now, then you have to use type of. That's what I used it here. Okay, that is what I used it here. Okay, team. So this is very, very basics about the data types and just introduction about the variable. This topic is I'll be covering detailed in the coming session. Okay, I don't want to go with that because without class I cannot cover it right now. See, another topic is I'm going with the syntax. You will feel that, Bas, this is very, very easy topic. No, without basic you cannot proceed with the Python, right? I cannot go with it directly. Okay, fine. What is this syntax actually? For example, I put it right, something like print statement. What is the syntax of print statement? What is the use of this print statement? The print statement is, it is used to display your, what is that, name stuff, whatever the name variable value. Okay, print name something. What is that actually? In Java, what you will do generally? Let me go with the Java as well, right? That's what is easy for you. In Java, what you will do to print it everything? You will be using system dot out println, right? Then what you will do? You will put like name. Then what you will do? Here is plus name something. That's what we will do in Java, right? But here is not like that. Type it only the print. What is that? Name, whatever it is, this one. Then you have to put comma, right? Comma and name. That's all. This is Python. This is Java. Very easy, right? Getting team? So this is nothing, print statement is nothing but display the console state, whatever the variable value is holding that will be printed as it is. Okay, in C# they will use a console.writeline. I don't want to go into the detail one C#, right? Fine. Now, if you want to get the input from the end user, for example, here is I am putting that in a hard-coded value, a is equal to 1. I don't want to put this kind of a is equal to 1 hard-coded value. I want to get it from the end user, from the console. Okay, what is the end user is providing that? I want that value. Then how to do that? For that, Python is supporting that. Okay. What is that? Input. What is that? Whatever the terms you can put like, enter your value. Okay, input. Once you enter the input, you have to store it in the value, right? A. So, whatever the value you are providing in this input statement, it will be stored into the A. Okay. So, A is equal to input of enter your value. Let's try that actually here. Okay. Now, instead of A, I'm going to put input. Okay. Enter your value. Now what I have to do? I have to print that value. Print A. Okay, let's see. I'm going to run it right now. Okay, I'm going to run this program. Now it is saying this, enter your value. I'm going to put 23. See that 23 is printed. So what is this actually? It is just getting the value. The 23 is just getting this 23 value and just it is printing this. Okay. What about, again, now I'm going to put like, what is this, Arimuthu Kumar. What is this? It is just getting this at Arimuthu Kumar value and storing into the variable A and just it is printing this. Getting, displaying, that's all. Okay, so that is nothing but what is that? It's a getting the value and printing the value. Okay, you can hold again if you want to see this, what is the type of this variable print? What is that type of A? Let me run this program. Okay, Arimuthu Kumar or Nambirajan, I can call it as Nambirajan. What is this? It's a string data type. See that? I'm just printing. Again, you feel that in a bus, I want to print it, the entered value is entered value. Shruti Bala. So entered value is Shruti Bala. This one is whatever I put it in the double quote, that is just a printing, comma, your value, whatever you entered this value. Getting? So this, it's a kind of input. This is nothing but it's a output. Okay. So in Java, they will be using some kind of system.in. The help of the system.in, they will fetch the value and pass it into that. Right? Here is very, very easy, this one. So this is nothing but it's a input and what is it? Output statement. Okay. Again, you'll feel that, but for example, you're clicking on this one every time. Okay. If you want to run it also, you can run it with the help of the console as well. If you want to run it in with the help of the console also, you can run it. Okay. But time being, I'm not running that directly. I have that ID, so directly I'm running this. Okay. Again, one more is important basic concepts of Python is indentations. First of all, what do you mean by indentations? That is very, very important concept in the indentations. Indentation means in Python is we won't be using any kind of curly braces. What do you mean by curly braces actually? For example, in Java, right? Class data type. You are putting this one, right? You cannot put that system.println statement within this level, right? Always you have to use void sum. Then what you have to do? You have to put like here or void display. Here only you can put it like this kind of what is that? Print a system dot out println a something. This is the way you have to put it, right? This is the way you have to put it always. That also what you have to do? You have to create the what is that? In the main method only you can call it public static void main, right? String a. Then what you have to do? You have to create the object, right? You have to create the object d or whatever it is. D is equal to new data type something, right? This is then only you can call a dot display. This is Java. This is very, very simple Java. But if you see here is, are we using any kind of standard? Only this everything is controlled by this kind of curly braces. It means this main method is opening here, closing here. This method is opening here, closing here. This class is opening here and closing here. So this is one structured program. But what about Python? What about Python? Python is indentation basis. What is the indentation basis? Let me go and explain right now. Okay, class, symbol class. Okay, I'm going to create the class. Okay, symbol class. I can put like symbol class. I'm going to create the class in Java. Class. Okay, test class. Okay, so you have to put like what is this one? You here is in Python is always what is that? The classes always has to end with what is that? Colon, not semicolon, colon. First of all, we need to understand about what is a colon and semicolon. This is semicolon, this is colon. So every class has to be ended with this particular semicolon. Otherwise, what is that? It will throw the syntax error. Okay, for example, here is what I put. I put class name. Looks like the same in Java structure, right? Class name. But immediately in Java is we are starting with the curly braces. But here is what we are doing. We are just putting this one. Okay. Next is what is this actually? We are using the some kind of method. What is this actually? Some kind of method actually. In Java is what we will do. We will be using the constructor, right? Data type, right? We will be putting like this What is the use of this constructor? You already know that. It helps to initialize the instance variable. These are all the instance variable. Okay, if you want to initialize means what you have to, you can put like, a is equal to 4. Okay, if you want to initialize instance variable means in Java, okay, you can put like that. Okay, this is a constructor. The term is calling as a constructor in Java. But here is in Python is constructors they are using in this one. Okay, if you want, you can put like, a is equal to 4, b is equal to 1.2 something and put it. Okay, but let's talk about the indentations actually. What is the indentations? See that here is we are always in the closing brace. But if you see here is, see that, are you able to see that? I'm just expanding. This class which is present and this constructor is present, okay, but within that only this particular subsets are coming. It means in the variables everything is keep coming. See that actually there is a kind of, what is it, spaces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it's a kind of 4 spaces are present in this, 4 cursor spaces are present in this particular one. Agree? So always the classes, sorry, every Python programs are indentation basis. That's what I want to talk about. That Python uses indentations to define the block of code instead of using the curly braces as in the other languages like Java, C Sharp. There is the curly braces, right? But in Python, it won't use. They will use only the indentations. And again, you'll feel that, but again, if I want to print it like something, I want to print it means, yeah, you can put like, there is one more method is def display. Okay. Then what you can do? You can put it print whatever it is. Okay. So you'll feel that. But what about this one? This is constructor. This is method. I'm going to each and everything. I'm going to explain it in the coming session. Okay. Right now is I'm just focusing only on the indentations only. Indentations. Don't worry about that. What is class? What is constructor? What is method? What is the syntax? How to call? Everything I'm going to explain in the coming sessions. Right now, I'm just touching on the basic only. I'm not going to explain immediately. Why? Because without basic, you can't proceed further. Okay, fine. You'll feel that bus def name self don't do. I'll explain what is self, what is this, underscore unit, everything, including oops concept, everything I will explain. Time being, you understood, right? So this is different block of code. This is different block of code. These two methods are, it's a part of this particular class. If you didn't follow this particular indentation, then that's a problem for you. Your program will create a trouble for you. It won't work. It will throw the error. Okay, team? So similarly, here is just to put that example, okay? If 9 greater than 5, see that I didn't put the opening curly braces. Simply I put like, indentations. This statement is has to start with the same line, straight line. And what about this one? This code is, it's not a part of this particular block of code. Why? Because it is starting from here. Getting? These two lines are part of this particular if. This is a separate block of code. Day by day you will understand. Whenever I start the program, you will understand. Okay, next is Python identifier. What do you mean by Python identifier? Python identifier is nothing but It's a, it could be a variable, it could be a functions, it could be a classes or any other entities. But again, they also has to follow some kind of rules. How the variables are, followed some rules. Similarly, all Python and differ is the same only. It should contain the letters is A to Z, or capital lowercase a to Z, or uppercase a to Z. It should contain the digits. It should contain, it may contain this underscore. It cannot start with the digit. Okay, we cannot use any kind of Python keywords. You'll feel that. What is a Python keyword? I will explain. Okay, but it is a case sensitive. This is different. This is different. Okay, again, okay, it should be descriptive and follow the naming convention. For example, mostly they will use a snake case, okay, for the variable. That is a general practice. They are following this snake case for the variable and functions, and camel case for the names. Okay, you already know that, right? What in by snake case. Snake case means, see that this is a snake case. Why the snake? See, snake is always like, it's a kind of, it will go up, down, up, down, right? It's a kind of, it will be, whenever the snake is crawling, it will move like this, right? That's what they are calling as a snake case for the variable and functions. But this is, it's a camel case. So you should remember that actually, the standard everything. It's a recommended, okay? It's a recommended, not forced. Okay? What about the self everything? I will explain in the coming session. Don't worry about that. These are all the reserved keyword. We mentioned, right? We should not use kind of, Python keyword. What is a Python keyword? These are all the Python keyword. Global, except, and, none, def, race, yield, lambda, non-local, not. You'll feel that, but what about this keyword? There are so many other keywords also. Each and every keywords I am going to explain in the coming sessions. If you keep watch this one, definitely you can be a master in Python. Okay, you should not use this kind of keyword. For example, can I use like, data type something like, and is equal to 23. Can I use? It will be throwing the error. Why? See, you should not use this keyword. Can I use and one? It won't throw that. Why? Because and one is not the reserved keyword. And is the Python keyword. You cannot use the reserved keyword. That's what they are saying. Okay. Again, you want to comment it anything. For example, you want to comment. For example, I want to say, hey, this is for T2C training. See that this statement will be ignored by Python interpreter. Why? Because of this comment statement. You'll feel that, how many comment statement in the Python? Yes, Python, they have the multiple comment statement. What? That is nothing but single line comment statement. Okay, multi-line comment statement. This is a multi-line. With three double quote. It's a multi-line comment statement. Okay, see that actually. Multi-line statements in Python. Writing a long statement in a code is not good practice, cause unreadability. To prevent this, we can break the long line of code into multiple line. This can be done either explicitly using the backslash, okay, or implicitly by parenthesis. Okay, you'll feel that, bus. This is okay. Single line. Multi-line is a little bit confusing. Don't worry about that actually. For example, see that I put it like, this one, okay? This particular one. Okay, let me go with the here as well, okay? A is equal to 12 plus 12 plus. So if we go with this, something like 100 numbers are keep coming, assuming that. So instead of that, what they are saying means this is a very, very lengthy statement, right? Keeping this all the six numbers in the single line, what will be causing? It is not a good practice for the readability. It will create to prevent this. It is creating the confusion, right? To prevent this, we can break the long line code into multi-line. How? For example, if you want to break it means, what do you have to do? Very, very simple. They are saying this, break it. How to break it? See that I want to break it by 2. Put it like this. Okay. Then what do you have to do? Put it like this. Then put it like this. Then see that now it is meaningful, right? So how they are breaking this particular statement? With the help of this backslash. You will feel that there is one more slash also, that is a forward slash. This is backslash. So this is called one kind of multi-line statement. Okay, team? Okay, it's a multi-line statement. If you want to use this multi-line statement, then what do you have to do? You have to use backslash. This kind of facilities are not present in the Java or C Sharp. Okay, this is only present in here only, in Python only. Okay, team. Okay, if you want to print it like, for example, I want to print it. Okay, first print a. What is this 670? Nothing but 670. This one. How it is happening? Because it's doing the additions. Okay. Okay. You already know about this particular, input everything, right? Print everything. Okay. So this is about the general syntax of Python. Okay. Another one is literal. Again, this everything is very, very easy stuff only. Next training onwards, I'll go with the little bit, slowly I'll be starting the Python complex one. Okay. What do you mean literals actually? Literals are, it's a kind of, what is that? Some kind of special denotions actually. Okay. Special denotions, especially string literals. Okay. String literals, it's a sequence of characters enclosed either by single quote or double quote or triple quote as well. See that you must be noted about, what is it, a double quote. You must be noted about a single quote in the Java, but it is a triple quote. That is another special. Triple time single quote, triple time single quote, triple time double quote, triple time double quote. Where in Python only these facilities are there. What is the use of this one? To store your string data or words, sentence, even multi-line as well. You already know what do you mean multi-line. Just now we saw that. This is what multi-line, right? It's a multi-line. So to mention this multi-line, we can use this. Let's see the program here. See single line of string literals. We already know that, right? We can denote the string in different way. How, for example, A is equal to welcome. In this way also we can put it. B is equal to single quote, Tirunelveli. Right? In this way also we can put it. In this way also put it. In Java, you always have to put it in double quote only, right? In Python, there is no restriction. You can denote the string in single quote also, double quote also. You want to print it? Yeah, print. Okay, print. What is that? Same thing I can apply for here as well. See that the welcome also string, Tirunelveli also string. You'll feel the welcome is double quote, but Tirunelveli is a single quote, but still it is considered as a string. Yes, that is what the beauty in Java. Sorry, Python. So your strings are denoted by single quote also, double quote also. Okay, again, multi-line strings. What in my multi-line strings? Multi-line strings are enclosed with triple single quote or triple double quote. This is a multi-line string. Okay, I'll put it like one more also. Here is, for example, a string, okay, or W is equal to, what is this? Welcome to Tirunelveli to Canada. Okay. Again, what is that same thing, right? Or what is this? T2C is equal to single quote. Welcome to Tirunelveli to Canada. Right? I'm just printing. See that? It's printing. This is also multi-line. This is also multi-line. If you want to see that, type of something, yeah, obviously you can put it actually. What is the type of this one? Type of W, right? Type of, see that both are string. Both are string. How it is? See, you can denote the string in this way also, in this way also, in this way also, in this way also. So you can denote the string in four different way, but in Java, only one way only. So the benefit, right? It's something different, right? That is what the thing. Okay, and you will feel that there are some kind of, I want to denote like, tab characters or something like, what is a new line, how to denote that. For that also they are supporting some kind of escape sequences or escape characters. How to do that? That you can do it, what is that, with the help of escape characters. For example, if you want to like, print it in new line, you can use this /n /t for tab / single quote as for single quote, what's for double quote, it's for the backslash. For example, okay, I'm going to print it like, or does this, I want to print it in different line. For example, welcome. Okay, I want to, use some kind of, what is that, tab. Okay, /t to /t. Okay, Canada. See that I didn't put any space. Okay, see that the space is how it is created because of this particular literals, string literals. Same thing is supported in Java as well. Okay, if you want to print it in new line, okay, new line, then you can put like, what is this, run it. See that new line is created. How it is? Because of then escape sequence. Getting team? It's very, very easy, right? String literal. Another one is concatenations. Concatenation is very easy. Okay, same as usual in Java. In Java concatenation, what we will be using? We will be using the plus operator. Same here also. Okay, but one more extra beauties are here. Okay, That's a special in Java. Okay, let me comment this one. Okay, the input stuff is, let me comment it. Sorry. So, one more beauty here is, what is the statement we are going to talk about? That? Yeah, string. Okay, concatenations. Concatenation is how we can do that actually. Concatenations. Concatenation means the kind of joining, right? For example, A is equal to welcome, right? What is that? B is equal to Tirunelveli something. Now what I'm going to do? C is equal to A plus B. Now what I can do? I can print C. Let me run it. So welcome to Tirunelveli. How it is coming actually? Because A variable is holding the, what is that? Welcome. B variable is holding the to Tirunelveli, and I'm just doing the concatenations. A plus B. Agree? But again, what I'm planning to do, I want to repeat that, what is that? The Tirunelveli for 3 times. Okay. Tirunelveli for two Tirunelveli I want to repeat for 2 times. How to do that actually? That's very simple. Or I want to, what is that? Repeated the same word for, repeat the C for 3 times. Okay. For example, repeat or anything. Okay. Repetitions. C star 3. Okay. I'm going to print REP. Why this welcome to Tirunelveli is coming for 3 times? Welcome to Tirunelveli, welcome to Tirunelveli, welcome to Tirunelveli. Why it is printed for 3 times instead of 1 time? If this statement is star, right? It is nothing but it's a repetition. Star is not only for multiplications, at the same time, here is it is considered as for multiplication. Getting. So the A1, okay, A contains welcome, B contains to Tirunelveli. We are just adding welcome plus to Tirunelveli, and outcome is welcome to Tirunelveli. So now the welcome to Tirunelveli is repeating for 3 times. What is this? So that's what it is coming. Welcome to Tirunelveli. Again, welcome to Tirunelveli. Again, welcome to Tirunelveli. It's coming for 3 times. Then I'm printing. That is nothing but repetition characters. Getting team? So that's all about the literals. And again, you'll feel that, but what about this collection one? I'm going to explain in the separate session. Okay, I'm going to explain in the special one. You already know about that. There is nothing but a none one, right? We already talked about here. None. This is a special character in Python. Okay, let's recall one more time what we talked about that actually today. We just talked about the data type. Okay, what is it? What is the variable? What is the data type? What are the different type of built-in data types are available in Python? And how to assign the value, how to print it, what is typecasting, how to check that the type of variable and data type, right? And also we talked about what is this different type of, what is that input sorry, how to get the input, how to print that output, right? And also, what is the indentations? We talked about, what is that variable? We talked about, multi-line statement, single line statement, double statement, right? And how to repeat the string, right? And string literals also, like, tab, new line, those things also we talked about that. Getting team? So it's very, very easy only for you. So these are all the very basic stuff we talked about today. Okay, team? Just to go through this video one more time and try it in the PyCharm or any other IDE. Okay, so thanks a lot for your time, and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you. Bye.